Good morning, this is Velvet's Frontier, exploring new frontiers of inspiration. We're here above the mid-Atlantic, observing vessels that coast above and beneath the water, in a presentation of both Flyby's manoeuvres engaging with evading hostiles. On this journey, we'll be exploring the enigmatic spaces of this vessel of stealth and vigilance, these poets of destiny able to scribe verses of peace and war, as we present the USS Virginia Class submarine. Presented before us, this exceptional submarine, pinnacle of engineering through the use of computer-aided design, coupled together with its capabilities, space efficiency, increased force projection, and stealth. So for the first flyby we'll watch the submarine cut across the light of the morning sun. As always, its Frontiers humbled to have you aboard. Jump with the vessel now and see if we can capture more enigmatic spaces. The journey of both solitude, information and wonder. Just imagine standing atop the sail, insensitive, panning of the camera, watching and looking out above the vast horizon, coupled fresh morning air here in the mid-Atlantic. Let's choose another perspective and perhaps see the vessel move away from us this time. It's a dive to the depths. Moving at a comfortable 5 knots as we capture both the exceptional space, the very light weather here as it moves away from us. An exceptional vessel of technological marvel. Specific technological advancements as a result of many iterations we have this vessel before us. What we'll do now is we'll commence a dive, watch the vessel transition from the surface to the frigid depths. Evidence of the vessel's presence, its wash behind it, but it's also a spectacular moment to capture, especially in films with transition, to watch the submarine on the surface transition to the depths. We have it in abundance here in this virtual dimension. So let's absorb now the spectacular change from above the waves sense of scale and size. The submarine, a singular dot in the vast abyss. See the propeller, the rotating screw of the engine with a reactor core of 33 years, an unlimited range, unhindered as it may reach the frigid depths of the vast, entire oceans of the Earth. Its only restriction are human factors and maintenance requirements. You can see now the vessel stabilized at over 600 feet. Let's watch it pass away from us onto the waves. We're so far deep, in fact, there's only a small vestige of light, the morning sun. Vessel into the distance, so you can see it disappear into the vast abyss. We'll see if we can have a look at the vessel now approach us. Yet more flybys. Perhaps we'll increase the speed of the vessel 5 knots and really capture more enigmatic spaces. Journey. Want to stabilize the speed not too fast so you really get an appreciation of the scale of the vessel. There, we can watch it pass to the side of us. Another flyby. This Virginia Class submarine. There's so many technical advancements of the submarine. It does feature a Virginia payload module, a BPM module, which increases its load and ordnance capabilities from 37 to 65 harpoons and torpedoes. Another added advantage in its exceptional force projection. the vessel now. Do a few turns perhaps, and then see the vessel surface as well, do an emergency surface. But Mancuso's EXO requests the Big D fly, so request Virginia to surface. To head to the surface and commence emergency procedure and watch the Virginia Class hit to the surface like a rocket ship on its way to orbit. So what we'll do is we'll commence a maneuver, increase the size of the vessel as well, the speed of the vessel actually, more enigmatic spaces to capture. It does feature a fly-by-wire system to ensure precision control above and beneath the waves. What we'll do now is we'll perhaps have a look at the profile view. It's an emergency surface. There are a few views which are quite spectacular, framing the submarine in such a space that it allows one to appreciate graphical visual fidelity as presented before us. But we'll zoom out a little bit, reduce the speed of the vessel this time to ensure we watch it pass to the side, out of view. This vessel does feature a photonic mast as a way the traditional periscope. It allows there to be a signal, obviously a screen at the bridge, so it does have the addition of more technological advancements. In fact, the USS Colorado features an Xbox 360 controller, allowing the younger generation, or new generation of submariners to ensure precision control and adaptability, ensuring its increased efficiency, both in the control of modes, zoom functions, and various activities, such as the photonic mast coupled with the 360 controller. Yet another addition to ensuring its efficient adaptability to generations that are more familiar with the reality of simulation, coupled with their adaptability to the real world. So for this, let's watch the Virginia Class pass out of view from this profile's perspective. Vestiges of light filtering through the early morning sun, reminded the vast abyss is the mid-Atlantic here. So much to capture, both in the soundscapes, lightscapes, and visual splendors, the solitude in the journey. So, the next presentation now, maneuvers and turns, flybys, will commence an emergency surface. Meet the Virginia Class, the surface. Increase the speed of the vessel as well, to through the surface, peeking through, not perhaps in the same graphical fidelity as watching Big D fly in Hunt for October. So we're sure to see a spectacular view of the Virginia. So with that, we'll commence the emergency service. The sound does get a bit loud, so we'll do a 3 down to 1 countdown. Commence the service. 3, 2, 1. And there, the added advantage of increased speed, you watch Virginia rises to the surface. Sight of the Virginia breaking the surface of the water, coasting at 35 knots, so it's truly presenting distortion in the water, but it's spectacular, coupled once more as it's reunited with the early morning sun. As we can observe the vessel at surface and at speed from a distant perspective. Commence another dive. Let's watch it cut across once more the light of the morning sun. These moments of solitude and wonder. Actually in close proximity to a merchant vessel, but we are going to change the merchant vessel to a more formidable adversary, the Kirov battle cruiser. So we'll have another view which is particularly interesting. It really does emphasize the splendor, the light, and the hull silhouetted against the subsurface of the water. It's a spectacular sight, a hypnotic view of the light dancing on the waves, the ripples of the water, the surface of the Atlantic. Have a look at that now and then change over from current vessel to the Kirov. Just need to go to periscope depth and reduce the speed. But again, a spectacular sight once more. Let's see if we can zoom in actually. Watch very close range. Vessel come towards us, perhaps. Might dip below the water. I'm just trying to get above. There we have a perfect view. We'll move to the side. Let's move away a little bit. We can see the approaching Virginia Class. Full speed. Ready to approach us. We'll move to the side so we can ensure that we capture the sun as well. lightscapes and soundscapes submerged and surfaced. This vessel of focus and efficiency, technology, coasting across the vast Atlantic through tentative waters as we present these enigmatic spaces, capturing the wonder of these vessels of both peace and war, these poets of destiny, these debate-ending solutions, these peacekeepers and force projectors. Let's return back to the vessel now, the spectacular sight. Let's now commence a dive, reduce the speed, and see if we can capture that light just beneath the surface. Just beneath the surface danced the light of the morning sun. A spectacular view as we angle, submarine to the side and get a profile perspective. Zoom out slightly. And we'll see the impressive light here. Into emerge. View. The hull of this vessel of stealth and vigilance, silhouetted against the dance of the morning light on the waves here in the Atlantic. This is the final part of this showcase, and then we'll change from the current vessel in close proximity. The Virginia is in proximity to, and we'll change the vessel to a Kirov battle cruiser. In sea, they're able to evade the masterful adversary, a formidable one, to which we'll observe the spectacular soundscapes, lightscapes, and presentation of that vessel. So we'll watch now as this vessel, where the finest meals are served, fused together with the comforts surrounded by this vessel of efficiency and focus, stealth and vigilance, as we watch USS Virginia Class pass out of view the enigmatic wonder spaces of the journey. forces out of view, all we're left with is the light dancing on the surface, the subsurface, the Atlantic. Quite a spectacular view, this rather hypnotic effect. As we watch the submarine disappear, and we're left with this impressive sight, coupled with the spectacular soundscapes beneath the waves. This concludes the first part of the presentation. The journey with the Virginia Class in peace and solitude. And now change. Over and reconvene with the Kirov battlecruiser. And we'll continue. And this frontier will be back with you momentarily. Return with the USS Virginia exchange the merchant class vessel with a Kirov battlecruiser. The spectacular side of the Kirov, light of the sun reflecting off the mast. In a moment it will commence and try to send us to our watery end. First launch of the missile, both seaborne and airborne. As we watch the impressive Kirov's formidable arrays, such high fidelity, present before us. Virginia, we'll commit ourselves to the depths and hopefully fade. Coming torpedoes. Capture the descending Virginia Class. Attempt to reach solace. Frigid depths. There, the impressive sight of the torpedo dropping in, parachute. Shoot, ready to commence a search to commit us to the watery end, home of permanence, the frigid depths of the seabed of the Atlantic. We see and try to observe the spectacular Virginia. Hopefully, evade the torpedoes. Desperate search to commit us to the arms of the afterlife. Sight of seeing the Virginia Class trying its best to evade the oncoming torpedoes. Let's have a look at the Kirov, just capturing moments of silence. As we try to evade, you'll see the Kirov now, the spectacular side to the Kirov. Very slowly, doing its best to search, give us to the depths. The light of the rays of the morning sun here, continuing journey. Fusion of the light rays of the sun combined with the exceptional profile of the Kirov distance. As we try to endeavor to connect, a visceral connection, trying to create a sensory connection, both experiencing rigid cold and pressure beneath the waves, the light, airy spaces of freedom above them. Let's observe the map. Let's see. Looks like we're moving away from the Kirov. Let's see the Kirov location or the Kirov. So we may experience. We have a moment where we have some charges. Spectacular side of the explosions, to which the captains, Mercuso, Marcoramius, but also real captains, have the added ability to focus their mind, be able to visualize in 3D. We have it in abundance here, the reality, the landscape of the conflict. The impressive side of the Kirov might hear a ping, quite loud, which apologies. We can see the almost slow motion of the screws in the back propelling this huge missile. Its continued search. Looking at us. Trying to capture the site if it does launch. Wondrous thing to see the light interact with the fidelity of the vehicle. There we have launching. Impressive sight. Soundscape of the explosions. much as we could see. As the Kirov so desperately tries to commit us to the seabed of the Atlantic. Moments of glee and fear. Sight of the charges, operations, and realities that occur in the hull. From fear to relief, constant fluctuations in both relief and reality might not become of the Virginia. See if we are able to evade now as quickly as possible. Ensuing attempt of the Kirov to commit us to never see the rising light. Impressive way in which the Kirov launches those charges to see if we can get away. Game focused purely on the essence, the ambience, the maneuverability, presentation of the Virginia Class, in the exceptional dimensions which are afforded to us. Let's see now if we're able to evade, perhaps slip away silently, as quickly, as efficiently as possible. Classic reality, the exceptional interplay between the two masters of the sea, above and beneath the waves. Or flybys. I think our intent to try and get to safety. Torpedo. There, searching, is the Virginia Class. Used to make its escape. Impressive display of both the fusion of the disconnect camera, the angles and maneuvers, these missiles of the sea, these bullets of the sea. It's debate-ending weapons. Yet, here, light, attempt to escape as quickly and as silently as possible. The presentation to be too long, as this is a presentation of the vessel, both maneuvers and presentations of information and evading hostiles. So we can see as we're departing away into the frigid depths, the abyss of the submarine compared vast expanse of tentative waters. A finality, I believe the torpedo hopefully is reaching its end, and it looks like has done so to move further away from the Kirov. Tracks of the previous torpedoes, trying so cautiously, with stealth and silence, the exceptional technological marvel of the USS Virginia Class, through evasion, both the charges and also the torpedoes. Such is the interplay between these vastly impressive vehicles, weapons, force projectors that exist out there in the vast expanse of the oceans. Conclude the presentation now and see the USS Virginia silently slip away through stealth into and beyond the enclosing abyss of the frigid depths as it disappears into and beyond the vast expanse. From evading torpedoes to watching the spectacle of the depth charges, and also maneuvers, presentations, flybys, capturing the incidents and the ambience of the Virginia Class submarine. As we watch it now continue its journey into and through the vast, uncertain abyss. And Volks Frontier will leave you now with the side of the departing USS Virginia. As always, this is Volks Frontier, wishing you a safe, inspirational journey onward until our next presentation.